But at this moment, right now, if you get a common card that's a really low ask and you paid $9 for a pack, you're going to get $8 for a single moment, which is pretty good. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a ton of money easily using NBA Top Shot. So NBA Top Shot is this awesome marketplace with NFTs, which are non-fungible tokens. And non-fungible tokens are basically these signed digital assets using blockchain where they're unique, so they can't be duplicated. And that gives them their value because they're one of a kind. So what NBA Top Shot is doing is they're partnering with the NBA and they're creating these moments. And a moment, let me show you in my profile, is just a moment from a game where a player is doing something. So this is Kristaps Porzingis, and basically he's getting a pass and making a dunk. So there's different moments for different players, and there's different kinds. So there's commons, there's uncommons. Right now I have a bunch of commons, but I sold a couple of uncommons, and I think one was a limited edition, and you can make money from these. So what you can do is you collect these moments by buying what are called packs. So there's packs that they sell, and they're limited edition, and since NBA Top Shot is so new and in demand, there's a lot of purchases that are made really quick. So what happens is on the Twitter or the Discord channel for NBA Top Shot, which you can get on the website, and I'll link it below in the description, basically they say, hey, we're doing a drop, and you jump on the site, you jump into this queue or a line of people, and you're randomly given a pack of cards, a digital pack of moments. And so what happens is if you are selected in, let's say, the first 50,000, then you get a pack. And I've gotten a pack, and it's not like you have to be special, just show up on time, usually like 15 minutes earlier than they say on the drop. And the way I find this, just to show you, I know I said it's on the Discord and the Twitter, but basically you'll go to their Twitter and they have things where it's like they're sharing moments and stuff, and people retweet and all that stuff. But they're gonna have a Discord, which they have, and they also are gonna link their drops, so you can scroll through here and see what other people are doing, and then also see if there's any drops. And just to save time, I'm not going to go through every single tweet because they tweet pretty often, but it's going to be on there. You can also jump on the email list, so they have an email list that you can sign up to, and they'll update you. What I found personally is that the email list is a little slow for them, and what I would recommend is just doing the Discord channel or the Twitter, and also making some friends. Like, get one or two of your friends in on it, and that way you keep yourself in check. Most of the time I just hear from my friends like, oh, there's a drop today, which is pretty cool. So what you do is you get your moments, and then you can sell them back, and you can flip them on what's called the marketplace. And it's the same as regular cards. So if you bought a pack of baseball cards or NBA cards, and you had a rare LeBron James or whatever, like a really good player, a really good moment in this case, then you could try to sell it for a higher price, which is called flipping it. So this is the marketplace, and this is where you can see what the value is of your moments that you collect. So if I had a moment, right, which I do, I have this Kristaps Porzingis one as an example, I can just look up his name on the marketplace and find my moment, because there's only a limited amount right now. Now, as time goes on, it might be harder to find the one that you had, but I believe this is the one I have. And so it says it's common. There's 35,000 plus versions of these, so it's pretty common in the sense that there's a lot of them. And so it shows you how many have sold. The lowest ask is $8. Now here's where you make the money. So the packs a lot of times are like $9, $14, $22. I think the highest I've heard is like $200. But you always make your money back, for the most part. I don't want to say that's 100% of the time, because you might have a case where you get all commons and maybe the marketplace goes down, or like it gets saturated and people don't want to buy them anymore. But at this moment, right now, if you get a common card that's a really low ask and you paid $9 for a pack, you're going to get $8 for a single moment, which is pretty good. and a lot of them sell at $10, $12. And if you want to see what you can mark yours as, you can pretend to buy it and see like what the listing is. So as you can see, some people have it at $100,000, and that's because it's a higher serial number, so that makes it more valuable in the sense digitally. But at the same time, most people aren't going to look at that and be like, oh yeah, I want to buy that, because it's a common card of an all-star, but not a superstar, or a Hall of Fame, MVP type player, and it's just a common one, so it's not going to work. But if you want to, you can actually sort these by the serial number. So if you get a serial number, you can actually see where yours would line up in the marketplace. So like these high ones, as you can see, some of them are priced higher. Really, you should be going for a lower price for these, because most people are never going to buy that. And there might be kids or people just thinking they might buy it, and they might. Like, I had a card that I sold for $70, which doesn't seem like a lot, but I paid $9 or $14 for 4 or 5 cards, and I sold one for $70, and it was a common, I think. Or if it was limited edition, it wasn't like a crazy card. So just know that you can definitely make more than what you pay for, which is awesome. And it's really easy to flip these cards. There's not a whole lot of convincing. It's more of a pricing game and a speed game. So if you look at the prices, let's see, $8, $8, $9. Like if I wanted to sell this right now, I would just put it up there for between $8 and $9. These 8s are eventually going to run out, and then 9 is going to be in. But if I really wanted to sell it quick, I would make it 8. And it says lowest ask moments sell out pretty quickly. So, it might fail as a purchase, and you also might sell it really quickly as a seller. So the key to pricing it really depends on a couple things. The value comes from the type of card, whether it's limited edition, common, legendary is going to be the most. And we can look at that in a second. What those look like and examples. But you want to look at what other people are pricing theirs at. You want to look at your serial number. So if you have a really low serial number, that means it's more valuable in a sense. And if that's hard to wrap your head around, just look at the prices. It's not the most straightforward thing. It's kind of a Wild West marketplace, but it works. But generally, if it's a common card, you want to sell it between whatever the lowest ask is to about 4 or 5 times that. And if it's not selling, just decrease the price. I would say start high, because that's what I did. I started at maybe 90 and then went down to like 70, and I'm pretty sure it sold. And I do that a lot with my cards, and they don't always sell, but sometimes they do. So just keep that in mind. There really is no logic for this marketplace yet. It's not mature enough to where people are making mature decisions behaviorally, so just keep that in mind. And people might just see your card and not care about the price. They have money, they're just going to buy it, right? And so it just depends. So yeah, you can sort by these different options, and then what we can do is we can look at the highest valued cards. So if we go to the lowest ask, let's see, ascending. So I think this is going to give lowest ask, and then we go to lowest ask descending. So as you can see, if you get a legendary, this would, or a limited edition. Sorry, not legendary, but there's a LeBron James. LeBron's debatably the best player in the world, and there's a lowest ask is 250,000. The top sale is 210,000, right? And it is a legendary. It's a limited edition legendary. So you can see these different types of cards. Ja Morant, Zion Williamson. So all these people at the top are stars, and they're either vintage stars or they're doing something really impressive, like Ja's dunking on somebody here, which is pretty awesome. And the lowest ask is $149,000, or $150,000. And so if you get one of these, you can flip that, or just sell it for a really high price, right? You can also buy it and flip it. So I don't have this much money to spend on it, but if you do, because some people do, they have a business, you know, they have inheritance, they won the lottery, whatever, you can buy a card like this and you can flip it again. So it's an investment. You're investing in scarcity. You know, people are going to have a limited amount of these cards, and you can kind of go through and see which ones are getting which prices. And you know, if you really want to make a good amount of money, what you could do is, if you have a certain budget, you could buy cards that are new. So like this one, the lowest ask is like $143. You could buy this and try to flip this. You can buy this, try to flip this, like, and just do that instead of having to wait for the pack drops. The pack drops are pretty sporadic. The site goes down quite a bit, just because there's so many people, but they usually get it back up. So it's worth doing. It's just a matter of being on at the right time. And so if you don't make it on time, or if you don't get chosen, because a lot of it's chance too, unless you know, they're giving away a pack to everybody, which they've done recently, you just want to, you know, evaluate these cards and buy them, right? Like, I could afford this lowest ask on this LeBron card, so maybe I could buy this and flip it for 1,000. You know, but then you got to see, oh, well, there's 1,600 of these, so is that a good investment? Because I'm paying $500 to flip it for what? Maybe $535, so I profit like $5, $10. If I increase the price, maybe even $500 if I can sell it for that. But you got to think, as a buyer, what's the incentive of buying something that's $500 more? Like, there's no real enhanced value unless it's like a serial number or something. So just keep that in mind when you're pricing and buying, is that the value of these things is still so new and so underdeveloped that it's hard to tell what actually is valuable or not, other than like if it's a legendary, because literally there's just not enough of them created. And so you can find collectors and you can network with people. You can find them on Discord. Maybe you could like trade cards. You can also have people like loan cards to each other. One important thing to know is that you need to have 3 moments in total for some of the pack drops recently. So they're more exclusive. Those are the ones that are like $200 or so sometimes. So keep that in mind. Don't sell all your cards right away if you want to consistently get into the drops. And after you collect more moments over time, you can start selling more of them because you'll have more spares. You can also loan cards between people. And there's a lot you can do. There's challenges, which I can go into maybe in another video. I haven't really dabbled a whole lot with that. But you pretty much just order packs. Like, I ordered this pre-order and I'm going to get it. And I think I paid $9 for this. And I guarantee I'm going to make at least $9. I don't think you have a chance of losing money with this unless you buy really expensive cards and just leave them in the middle, and you don't price them at the lowest ask. If you price things at the lowest ask or within reason, and you keep an eye on the drops and you flip things within reason, then I think you're going to be fine, because the packs aren't very expensive. Now, if they get more expensive, then you're taking more risk, but inherently they include more rares in those packs that you're paying more for, so you can pretty much guarantee that. Like, I had a friend that bought that pack for $200 and he sold one of his cards for $220, and that was just one of them, so he already profited like, I think, $100 or so, and it wasn't even like the rarest card, and I think he undersold it as well. So it's like, there's a lot that goes into this, but you don't have to be a genius. And I think it's really cool. NFTs are really popular and they're gaining a lot of momentum, and I highly recommend trying this one because it's easy. You don't have to be an artist. You don't have to know the value of art. You know, this is just selling and it's working, and it's really low risk. So if you want to try it out, say yes in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. But if you're trying to make money online but you don't want to take a risk with an investment that's so new like NFTs, even though it makes money, and you want to create a sustainable business that you can grow digitally and you can work from home, spend more time with your family and friends, and just have a really good time without a boss, then click the link in the comment below or the description below and grab my friend's free ebook that teaches you the fastest way to become a millionaire. He's going to show you all the tactics he used to become a millionaire in the digital economy with like consulting, affiliate marketing, and other tactics. So click that link, grab the free book. There's no risk at all, and it will help change your life, just like it has mine. All right, have a great day. Thanks. If you like this video, hit that like button so more people can see it. Jump on that subscribe button and slap that notification bell so you don't miss a single video from me on how to make more money online and live a happier life. There's a video right after this one, so stay tuned for that. Peace out for now.